Hey up everyone, welcome back to the channel. Or if it's your first time, welcome to the channel. Sorry, I'm being dragged by the dog as usual. What you doing, Jay? He's got his raincoat on today, which means the lead's a bit more restrictive with where we can go and what he can do. Keeps it wrapped around his legs and his neck and things. Anyway, let's see. There's the boy in his coat. Just looking for other dogs as he always is. Come on in, boy. Anyway, bit of an update. I've decided, potentially, after talking to quite a number of people online and myself and the boy here, that I'm going to try and incorporate CJ1 into CJ2. That way I would save financially and possibly time-wise. Come on, this way. And it would help me with the design of the layout. It already has, because it sort of dictates then what I can and can't do. So that's what I'm thinking of doing now. I thought, well, I haven't got a layout at the moment, albeit I have a bit of track laid out here, but more on that later. I might do something like make a Metcalfe kit. I've never made one before. I've never been a big fan, to be honest. There's nothing wrong with the kits per se, but I've never liked the finish, the flat surface, and the fact that obviously when you fold a card, as you do here, those corners are visible, but there are things you can do. So I thought what I'd do, certainly with this one, is have a go and see if I can enhance it, see if I can make it look, well, a little better. I also have ordered two other kits, identical, and the idea is to use the same process as I'm going to use on this one, on one of them, and I'm going to do something different on the other, but that's for the future. So let's get into this one. I already tried to start opening, but I was having a bit of trouble. We're in. Right. So what do we get? We get destructions. Excellent. Oh, and a list of what you might need. Yep. Okay. And then, of course, of all the parts, the bits. Structure for support. Finishes, surfaces. What have we got here? OO scale bridge tiles. That's handy, as I'm in OO scale. Windows, of course. Now, again, these are interesting. They're flat. So am I going to use them? Probably. For this, maybe. This project. But I may do something different for the next two models when they come in. Well, it all looks fairly straightforward. But let's see how we get on, eh? Right, well, I've got some bits together. Cutting knife. I've always been a PVA user. Now, I know there's lots of other glues now, but I haven't got any of that, so I'm going to continue with PVA for the time being, and I use cocktail sticks just to apply that. Let's first of all... Wow, that took some doing. Okay. A little bit of PVA in there. Actually, maybe I should look for another container. I don't want to glue the lid on permanently. Sort of ready to go. Well, let's have a look. Manor Farm, brief description of the barn, how it's used, interesting. Okay. Fold all of the score lines first to loosen them up, then place the main wall unit face down. Okay. Well, I'm going to plow on with this and see how I get on. this was the point. Of course, I realised I hadn't done the glazing, but no problem. I can deal with that. Fortunately, the roof hadn't stuck down properly, so I could remove that, and the windows on the sides, I can still get out most of them, so that's fine. Okay, pretty much finished, but there's your typical corner problem. Things can be done about that. The brickwork looks okay, but I always think has a tendency to look a little bit cartoony. But again, it's not bad. It's not ridiculously bad. It's just what it is. You know, it's a Metcalfe kit. Let's face it, when you see a Metcalfe kit, you know it's a Metcalfe kit. And that's not a bad thing. It's just how it is. Unfortunately, that window will never be done because the bottom is sealed. And anyway, it doesn't matter. Sometimes you got barns with gaping holes in them. I didn't put the barn doors on the inside. I thought they were sort of too lost, really. But in the end, I think it sort of worked okay. Now then, what can I do with it now? Couple more shout outs, I thought. How about, well, Random P? There's a good layout. We've been probably on a similar journey, about the same sort of time. Random P's layout is a shelf in a shed, which is quite fantastic considering the lack of space really that he's got. He's done some incredible work, detailed work, so it's well worth going and have a look at that. Another shout out, 00 Dave. Now, a lot of you will probably know 00, or if you don't, again, go and have a look. He's not been around for a little while, but then he's working, I know. So, but his layout, well established when I came across it, has a backstory, and I like that. There's characters and a history to his layout, which, you know, he tells in his style, and I really enjoy that. I wanted to do something similar, but I think these things have to grow organically. You can't really force it, and that's what 00 Dave's layout is. It's a natural progression, and the storytelling, or his ability to tell the story, I really enjoy.